Hello, it's Druidsfire coming at you with another video. This time it's expansion season of Lord of the Rings Online. And as you can see, we've got the new hotness, we've got the details. The Kingdoms of Harad is coming to the venerable 18-plus-year-old MMO, available fall 2025. Little asterisk, we'll go over that here in just a moment. Let's watch the teaser trailer real quick, and this is available also on YouTube. It'll be linked down below. Check it out. That was pretty cool. Alright, let's go get into the details. Kingdom of Harad, where the sun and shadows meet. So, the Tharduth, who we discovered in the current expansion Legacy of Mordoth, are still around and causing trouble. So, if you've been playing along and doing the the Crown of Hamat story, you have met Mizadi, who is the Shara of Renewed Hamat, and you made a whole bunch of friends, and now it's time to find out what's going to happen next as they conclude the Song of Waves and Wind. Key features with this expansion, concluding the Song of Waves and Winds. Level cap going up to 160. We already kind of knew that, based on developer comments. And let's see what else we got here. Venture to the heart of Hamat. Ooh. Dwarves. Is this where the Temamir are from? Ooh, I want to see more about that. And also, when I saw these critters, I was like, what game am I playing? However, the notion of corrupted critters, yeah, it works. It works for me. Alright, fully voiced, okay, this one I gotta talk about. Immerse yourself in fully voiced storytelling. Over 2,300 lines of new voiceover bring the peoples of Harad in the finale to the Song of Waves and Wind saga to life like never before. One thing they've already clarified on the forums is they're not going to read every piece of the quest dialogue to you. They're going to basically read what they do now is like the first couple of lines of the dialogue of the quest text, and then you're on your own. However, they indicated, the developers did on the forums, that there's just a lot of quest text. A lot of quests, because 400 quests, that's a lot. And of course, as usual, they do have the collectors and ultimate fan bundles going on as well. And in the meantime, let's get a little music going on in the background while we wait to go check things out. And available fall 2025. Read the fine print here. The Lord of the Rings Online Kingdoms of Harad expansion is scheduled to be released on December 3rd, 2025. In the event of delay, you'll receive the expansion content with items no later than January 2nd, 2026. And instance raid content no later than 90 days after content launch. This is I'm going to talk about how this is a little unusual. First of all, historically the past few expansions release the pre-order, and by pre-order they simply mean you buy the goodies early, you get the content when it's ready. There's no exclusives, like if you pre-purchase now, you're not going to get something that somebody who buys it in the middle of next year is going to get. So there's none of that shenanigans going on anymore. Thank Eru. That being said, one thing I'm curious about is The past few expansions have launched in early November, before the American Thanksgiving holiday. So they had a couple of weeks after the X-Pack launch to get some bug fixes in as necessary. Because there's going to be bugs. They're going to be fixing them. They're going to do some shenanigans to get stuff sorted out. And then everybody can go on Thanksgiving holiday in America. This is unusual in that they're doing it on December 3rd. Which means they're going to have a couple of weeks to do their bug fixes and whatnot. And then they're going to be away for 2 weeks for Christmas. Because that's typically what game studios do. Is they shut down right before Christmas. And they come back the first of the year. And all that other fun stuff. So this is a bit unusual. And like half of the time they have set aside in case they need to delay is going to be time that they're normally going to be out on holiday. So I hope they don't need to delay from December 3rd. On the other hand, the fact that they're giving themselves an extra month more than they used to in the past few expansions means that they probably just decided to spend the more time up front before the launch to make sure they have fewer things to do after the launch. Good. Let's go. All right. So it says pre-purchase now, which will lead you to the next page. Let's remove. Oh, we'll just close that one up. Okay, pre-purchase today. This is on LotRO.com/expansions right now. And again, you can watch the trailer if you want to. So the figures on our key art here, we don't know who the central figure is, or you may not know who the central figure is. But we've got Mizadi from the Shara of Hamat. We've got Harmalok, the Golden Queen of the Kindred of the Coins. We've got Mithrandir, currently going by the nickname of Incanus, because that was his name in the south that he hadn't used. And then Glorfindel. Glorfindel's actually out doing stuff. It kind of looks like he's holding either a replica or the actual Glamdring. It's like, why isn't Gandalf holding his own sword? But maybe that's a different elven sword brought from Gondolin. Who knows? And then we've got Nakasi Wave Reaper, the last standing member of the rebellious Kindred of the Coin. Because we don't, Tathata's kind of not with them anymore. She's, Tathata's, her story's been told. Anyhow, well, actually, no, Nidak. We might see her again. And then we've got, of course, one of the Tharduth, who looks very creepy. All right. So let's get into what do you get for what do you get. So let's start with the prices. The prices are the usuals that we've had. These are the same prices that have come with the expansion since Mordor in 2017. So it's kind of nice that inflation hasn't hit this. So what you're looking at is in the basic tier, you're going to get the content, the instance cluster, and the raid content. A 150 level up package, one per account. So you want to be careful which server you log into first after you make your purchase. That's very important. And you get the Trailblazer title. Now, I would like to point out right now, the level up package is not a Valar, and I'll explain that to you when we get to that in just a moment. So, and that tier is $40, US American dollars. Make the conversion for your own currency. Collector's Edition, you get all of the above, plus you don't get an extra one of these, again, one per account. You get an extra outfit slot, and I'll show you what that's all about, actually. Then you get the Vigilant Sentinel title, the armor of the Vigilant Sentinel, a camel! And the reason I say this is awesome is because Scenario, on one of his casual strolls through Middle-earth streams, before the Corsairs of Umbar expansion came out, had said that camels were coming to LotRO at some point, but they weren't going to make Corsairs. Two expansions later. Technically 3, because Corsairs wasn't out at the time, so 3 expansions later, 1, 2, 3. We now are getting a camel mount. And as is usual for whenever the main mount is not a horse, you're going to get a Warsteed appearance that is a horse. Sorry, it is what it is. They don't have non-horse riggings and animations for for non-horses. This is Stormlost. I have met her family. I found her family outside today. Hi. Alright, back at it. You're going to get a Vigilant Cobra pet, a Vigilant Cobra bauble, and improved expedition supplies. And again, the expedition supplies are only one per account, so make sure if you're not on a character or on the exact character you want them on, you will want to open that, or you want to log in first to the server you want your stuff on. All right. And the middle tier is $79 and $99, and you notice they do have an upgrade option. So let's say you can only pop for the lower tier for right now because budget is budget. I feel that pain right now. Then you can upgrade to the collectors, and then later on up to the ultimate as you choose. All right. Speaking of the ultimate, you get all of the above. Again, the level up package is 1 per. Now it mentions also here the level 150 Valar package. Now this is important because the Valar package is the one that's got the VXP in it, the Virtue XP in it. The level up package does not. And I know this is causing some controversy. It did this during the previous expansion where there wasn't a Valar or level up package at all because it wasn't. The Legacy of Morgoth didn't increase the level cap, so it's like, why does Standing Stone need to give you a level up when you already had content going to that level? So in this case, they're like, okay, we're going to get you a Valar. And again, notice every tier gets a single level up package. And that's 1 per account. So you don't get 3 of them if you buy the lowest tier, then get the middle tier, then get the top tier. You only get 1. So if you buy the lowest tier, then you buy the middle tier, you don't get a second level up package. You just get 1 no matter how many of these you buy. A level up package is literally level up armor and items, your gear, basically. The 150 Valar package is armor, items, gear, plus you also get a war steed with the level up package, because how can you not be 75 and higher and not have a war steed? And the extra slot, the Valar package includes the Virtue XP. So there is that. And I'm not going to say which is more valuable, what's good, what's bad about it. I'm just saying this is what it is. You can decide for yourself what you think about it. Drop your comments below. Or, shout it out on the forums or in the official LotRO Discord. A lot of people have that. It's fine. Okay, so extra outfit slots. So this means if you have maxed out your outfit slots to 8, this means you could have 9. Leader of the... And in the middle, you get the Vigilant Sentinel title, but on the top tier, you also get Leader of the Pride title, the Golden Lion armor set, which I believe is what that dude in the middle of the key art is wearing. Camel and War Steed of the Golden Lion. Baby Camel Pet. It was so cute. Golden Passage Milestone style. A Golden Lion Weapon aura. A What's in the Basket bauble. I already know what's in the basket, and it's actually awesome. The Ultimate Expedition Supplies, which this means, again, you want to be careful, along with the Valar, singular, and the Level Up package, also singular. The Ultimate Expedition Supplies will be the reason why you want to be sure which server you're opening or logging into first after you make your purchase. Okay, extra shared bank storage, 10 slots of that happiness. I need that. When the expansion launches, you'll get a housing teleport item. And I understand that Yao of D&Co D'Amelia, who is the wise man of all things housing in on the fan player side of Lord of the Rings Online, he will have something, he'll arrange something with Standing Stone to where he can show that off before the expansion launches. Ultimate also gets Monster Play experience. Appearance, and then Golden Lion Earring, and more. So we're going to click on more details, and this will bring you down to the comparison, a more visual way to say what do you get, what do you don't get. So all editions get the content, a singular level up package, and again it says level up 1, whoops, you see I've got the game on in the background, level up to 150 item, which will give you your Moria unlock, your riding trait, the War Steed, and Instance Discoveries skirmish unlocks, which are really, really nice. So you don't have to do, the Trouble at Tuckborough, or I'm sorry, the Defense of the Prancing Pony. And you don't have to discover instances. Also cool. Again, a set of rare gear. So that's going to be purple gear, jewelry, and offhands. And 2 basic LI boxes. I personally always have a little bit of a problem with how they handle LI boxes in Valar's because it's kind of weird. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it is what it is. Okay, and then if you get the ultimate, you get an actual full-on Valar. So it's basically like the 150 level up package is a character boost light, Lite. And the Valar level item boost is the whole thing, the whole package. You get the level up item, you get the gear, 2 LI boxes, and you get the virtues of the Valar and the greater virtues of the Valar. So those are your VXP that everybody wants. And why a lot of people buy multiple Valars is because they want the VXP. Steed of the Citadel, a 25 stack of scaling, morale, and power pots, and some more. Basically, a couple of maps, a couple of things to get you where you need to go to get stuff done. Okay, so the top 2 tiers will get the armor pack of the Vigilant Sentinel, Camel, War Steed, Vigilant Cobra Pet, as we'd mentioned, and the Cobra Bauble, and the extra outfit slot will limit 1 per account. Ultimate Bundle gets you the Golden Lion shenanigans, and the weapon or whatnot, and the basket bauble, and the passage thingy here. And Ultimate will get the improved expedition supplies and the ultimate expedition supplies. And the ultimate expedition supplies, more VXP and some accelerators. Yay! And the ultimate expedition supplies will get you a carry-all selection box. Includes all current carry-alls as a choice. So that would be like your tracery, in essence, carry-all, your instrument carry-all, your crafting carry-alls, your housing carry-alls, any kind of carry-all that are currently extant in the game. Oh, and that is it. Ultimate gets you shared bank storage, XP boost earring, housing teleporter, monster play appearances, and we will check those out, the whole 9 yards, and that. And the ultimate, of course, is the $129.99. And also, again, to remind, the expansion launches on December 3rd, 2025. And in the event of a delay, we'll all get all the goodies no later than January 2nd, 2026. And it says your account will automatically be updated based on the edition you've purchased. If you're logged into the game, you'll need to log out and back in before everything pops in. So do the things. And again, very important, items will deliver to the first character logged in following purchase. Things like the mounts and pets and cosmetics are account-wide. Every character gets them. But there are a few things. The level up item, the Valar item, and and the expedition supplies will appear on the very first character. So you want to be careful about that. So that's the information about the expansion in a nutshell. So you want to see what it all looks like? Let's go see what it all looks like. And of course it's snowing on my property here in game. So that's wonderful. So let me pop to a different location. Let's actually go inside my house. And we'll go take a look at the cosmetics real quick. Actually, you know what? We can go to my kin house. Because it won't be snowing in my kin house. My Belpala's personal house. Oh, there we go. This will be good. We can just do this out here. I'll go hang out with the folks at Cathlon because they're awesome people. Wenda Cranespill's my best friend. And right now I'm wearing the outfit from the Jaunty set. But let's go see what we got. So this is what you get after you get the ultimate and then decide what you want to do. First thing I'm going to do is take the level up package and the Valar, and I'm going to throw them in my shared storage. So let me get rid of those because I'm not going to actually open those on stream. or on stream, on video, because I don't need, I'm at level cap already. So we're just going to throw them in the vault here real quick. I'm going to throw these in as well, because on the webpage it does show you what goes into each of these, and I don't need to look at those right now. Alright, let's focus on the good. Alright, so we have bonus items, and then we have the ultimate fan bonus. So this is collector's edition, the smaller one. Let's open that up. And there's our Vigilant Sentinels outfit. Here's our camel. We'll consume that. Alright. And Vigilant Cobra. We'll use that. And then our bauble. We'll use that too. Okay, so let's start with opening the outfit as well. Yay! One thing I did notice is we did not get... Oh, because we don't have a weapon ore in this, so never mind. Alright, so let's put the cloak on. And I'm going to put them up in the thing here first. That way you can kind of see what it looks like on a bigger than just my character. And here's the hooded version. I personally am not a fan of hooded versions of anything. So let's just put the regular outfit on without the hood. Alright. Should put this on the other side so I'm not clicking on things, but it's all good. I do actually like the mask. I'm already immediately saying I like the mask. Alright, so this is the whole outfit. The weapons not included. They're from the previous one. Let me actually do this real quick. So this is what the basic outfit looks like. Honestly, this kind of looks like a little bit of a festival tablecloth. It kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of does. Alright, so ignore the cutlasses, the cutlass. But the rest of the outfits, this sandy green color, an olive-ish color. Just basically a little bit of deeper olive accents and bootses. So let's make everything... Let's go with crimson first, because you know I always like to end on a high point with Arid Lumen Blue, but we'll go with crimson. Just to give you an idea what items actually will die. Alright, let's scroll down and get crimson. I wish there was a way that you could just click one and have them all switch down to the same color. That would be so cool. Also, I kind of wish that the list was in alphabetical order, because it's messing with my OCD. Alright. Light color doesn't matter because you got a long robe. Boots, crimson. Alright. So, yeah, that is pretty richly dyed, though I still think the dress part of the robe kind of does give you that tablecloth feel. But the actual design is amazing. Look at that. Very fancy. Alright. And I do like the whole mask where you actually have a full face mask. And it does kind of remind me of certain characters from Rings of Power in the Easterling lands. So that's fascinating. Alright, let's change it to a different color. Let's try a green. Let's go with Rivendell green. You can already see how rich it's dyeing. Yeah, it's a deeper green color. Let's try something a little bit offbeat before we go to the Arid Lumen Blue. Let's try... I saw somebody in Discord mention Moria Silver. So we're going to try that real quick to see what that does. So that's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's do the final one. You know me, Arid Lumen Blue. Okay, so that's what it looks like in my favorite heirloom blue. It's not too saturated. And I do like the mixture of shades. Like you got the lighter shade, you got the deeper shade. So it's not all just one, here's some blue. Alright, I like it. Okay, so that's the middle tier. And let's actually slap the items on so we can wear them when we... Let's see, do I have an open slot? Not that one. This one will do. So we're going to wear the normal outfit with the normal colors. And then we're going to hop on the very first camel mount in the game. So let's wear that. Alright, and now we're hiding our weapons. Okay, sort of. Alright, so we've got that. And let's go get... First of all, let's get our Vigilant Cobra pet to come hang out. Holy crap. That is kind of huge. Hold on, hold on. Virgil the Vigilant Cobra. He's very gold, too. He's also not a very big cobra, I must say. Let's get a little closer peek at him. If it'll let us. No. Not really. Okay. Okay, let's get our new mount. Oh, we also forgot the Vigilant Cobra Bauble. This is where we're going to troll our friends. Ah! That's pretty large, actually. That's a big old cobra. Look at that. It's as tall as my character. Look, look. It's as tall as a hobbit. And very, very gold. Okay. There we go. Check that out. Okay, now the bauble's in the way and I can't do anything about it. Because it's not one that you can actually use. It says this object does nothing. So we'll step aside. Let's go over to the other platform. Nope, before we do that, let's go talk. Don't hit the X button, kids. Just don't do it. Hit the K button to get your mount. And go fly the camel. Alright, let's plop this here. Alright, this is our camel. The very first camel that LotRO ever had. And as you see, its attire matches very well. Let's turn nameplates up for just a second. Okay, Vigilant Cobra stays there. So, yeah, look at that camel butt. I'm a little bit sad that you don't hook your leg over top the pommel, which is what that's how they did it in Lawrence of Arabia. Come on. Peter O'Toole going to ride around. He actually rode a camel on stage like David Letterman once. And one thing I wanted to know about the camel, which is most important to me, does the camel have a different gait or does it just run like a horse? Let's find out. Because when camels are running, they go like both legs here, both legs here, both legs here, both legs here. It's so weird. Like giraffes do it, as I was recently reminded. Okay, so the side step is the same as a horse. But it does have a little bit of a non... Hold on. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a camelish gait there going on. Yeah. Okay, okay. Alright. So that's the collector's edition. Oh, and the camel's name is Slick. I thought that was cute. Alright, so let's get our collector's editions, or I'm sorry, ultimate edition stuff going. Let's move these down here. There's our 150 earring, which as you can see, the scale between 150 and level 520 gear that you can get. So there's that. Let's use our new camel. Okay, we get a camel pet with this one as well. What's in the basket bauble and the milestone style. Okay, let's move this down here. Let's move this down here and zoop. Also bearing in mind, there's the weapon aura that I was looking for. One thing I would like to note is that you do get titles with each of the tier, and they are listed on the webpage. So the leader of the pride title is the one that comes with the ultimate. And let's do our things. So let's first of all go to the next cosmetic slot. We'll get a basic idea of what this set looks like. There's a cloak. There's boots. There's gloves. And the first thing that when I first saw the key art, I knew that people were going to want the helmet. So you get the helmet, you get some shoulders, and there actually isn't a hooded version of the cloak. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And we're going to put this here. We're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. Alright. And let's go take a look at them in the viewer first, and we'll do our check on colors before we put on the base color, base items. Put on the base items first. Alright. There we go. And I do believe they said that the weapon aura wasn't working correctly, but it looks like it's working correctly to me. We'll check it out here in just a moment to get a better eyeball on it. But first of all, let's take a look at this outfit in the really cool... Let me bring this over here to make it a little bit easier. No, not that. Over here. Come here, you. Alright, so this is the outfit. Again, the bow and the swords are not part of it. Golden lion armor. I do like the really cool quiver and the half cape. Alright, let's go see what it looks like with various colors. Let's try forest green. Oh, hello? The whole metal on the mask turned green. Somebody had mentioned that in Discord, and I thought they were trying to pull a funny, but they were actually accurate. What? The metal is what's dying here. I wonder if they accidentally got the dye channels reversed on this. That's gonna be kind of sad when they revert it and make it to where the opposite items change. Because, yeah, this is the first time the metal has changed color. I don't think that's intended. I'll be honest. I do not think that's intended. I don't know how they'll fix it. That's fascinating. I think what they'll probably wind up doing is changing whatever code updates what part of the item changes colors. But that looks so cool. Let's again try the Moria Silver. I think this is why they were trying the Moria Silver, honestly. Because of what it was doing to the outfit. I mean, that looks amazingly silver. I love it. Now, if I could get the rest of that dyed Arid Blue and Blue, ooh, that would be gorgeous. But speaking of Arid Blue and Blue, not purple. Arid Blue and Blue. Okay. There we go. That's what it all looks like with the heirloom. But again, I think this was an error and they're going to change it to where the brown stuff will change colors and then the metal will just be the golden color. That's my personal theory, but since I have the video up, we're going to save this for posterity for right now. Alright. Alright, let's go take a quick look at the weapon aura. You can kind of see it on my character. Hold on. Am I seeing what I'm thinking I'm seeing? It's Tengwar. It's like this golden thing, but it's a form of Tengwar. That's kind of hot. I bet that would look amazing on a shield. I should try this on a character with a shield. But you also have the gold effect going on as well. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let's show off our new friend. Dari? Is it Dari or Darius? Is it a reference to Darius, the Persian king from olden days? That would be kind of cool. The camel calf. Okay. Alright, send you away, young friend. And now this is probably one of my favorite things. I'm going to actually go over here so I can mount up and we're going to plop down the bauble. What's in the basket? What's in this basket? Watch this. This is cool. You dance with the snake. Alright. That is cool. Alright. That being said, let's go hop on our other camel here. And there's the new one. Again, it does match the outfit. And it does have the camel's gait. So they're basically, camels do have a couple of different gaits. And I think this is probably the best one that they could have done at the time, which is pretty cool. Alright, I do like the camels. Pretty neat. One thing I did neglect to do is to show you the War Steed cosmetics. So let's take a quick look at those. And so appearance, we're going to go with the Vigilant stuff, which is the middle tier. So again, there's no war camels. You don't get a war camel. Okay, let's apply it. And we're going to mount up real quick. Yeah, I'm going to wear the wrong outfit for this. Actually, I don't need to wear the wrong outfit for this. I'm going to switch back real quick. There. We're matching. We're matching our war steed. The outfit looks really cool on a war steed. What are those white things on the back? Are they scrolls, I guess? I guess you're scrolls. Okay. And let's go see what the dyes look like. We're just going to go with the heirloom blue because it's quicker and I don't have them all unlocked. Like, but Druid, why didn't you do that when you had the time? Well, I didn't. Alright, let's apply. Yes, we're gonna wear it. So that's what the... Whoops, I forgot something. Not you. Hit the wrong button. Oh! You can't actually dye the leg guards. I wonder if that's a bug. Because normally you should be able to. It's only these bottom two that you should never be able to dye. Very strange. Alright, let's go back to the ultimate real quick. Let's change our outfit. Back to ultimate outfit. And let's change our war steed appearances to match. Okay, you can dye the leg things from the Ultimate Edition. I wonder why you can't do it in the middle tier. I'm guessing it's a bug of some kind. Is that all part of the saddle? Or did I miss something again? Probably missed something again. Hold, please. Yep, I dyed it the wrong color is what I did. Alright, there we go. So that's what the War Steed cosmetics look like. Let me turn a little bit so you can see some of this in the sun. Given how metallic it is and the metal is what's dying, maybe this is working as intended. That the metal is supposed to die. Fascinating. Very, very fascinating. Alright. So I think that covers just about everything with one very monstrous exception. We did mention the titles. And Trailblazer title is available to all 3 packs. The Vigilant Sentinel title is Collectors and Ultimate, and the Leader of the Pride is the Ultimate. Alright, that being said, we are... Actually, I'm going to take a look at the weapon aura on a shield real quick, on a character that wears a shield. And then we're going to go do a little something monstery. Monstery. It's really weird that in XSplit I can see my loading screen taken, but the game took longer to show up. Okay, let's hop over to my other character who has a shield, though she's currently hiding it, I do believe. But for science, we'll unhide her shield. One of the things when you have characters with a very big footprint is they take forever. Oh hey, her shield is visible. And apparently it's very foggy here in Belfast right now. Alright, we'll go into the kin house real quick. Or at least onto... We'll go into the kin house. Oh, I was at the kin house. I guess somebody was messing with the stuff at the kin house. Alright, let's crack open the ultimate and crack open. Hold. Why did I not get the weapon aura? Let me log out and log back in. I think it might be a case where it only delivers one weapon aura to the account, even though every character is supposed to get one? Question mark? Just in case, I'll just send the one over from Phoenix and just be done with it. It's bound to account, so we can mail it across. I could have just used shared storage to save myself 50 copper, but I didn't care. Phoenix always takes the longest time to unload because she is my oldest character from day 1 in 2007. Actually, day -3 because open beta was 3 days beforehand. All right. Let's see what we get. And we'll end our little video here with a quick look at monster play. Monster play. Okay. Oh. Now everything wants to show up. No, actually, it's not here. That's weird. Oh, wait, isn't it supposed to be in here? Hold. There it is. I'm an idiot. Well, hey, now we'll have 2. Alright, let's do the thing. Let's briefly mess with my outfit by switching up the cosmetics. Let's get a super duper close look at that shield. It's weird that it's just going like perpendicular. And it looks like it's backwards, Tangwar. Like it's mirrored. Interesting. Okay. So there's that. Now, one more thing we're going to do before we call it. And I ship this up to the YTs so everybody can watch it at their leisure. because no expansion is complete without monster play appearances. And so while monster play is not my normal jam, it is the normal jam of a whole bunch of players in the LotRO community. So I'm sure they want to see their stuff too. I typically only hop into the Ettenmoors when it's April 1st and they mentioned to do the Fool thing. So we're not going to create a new monster. We're just going to log in. I have to create one? Give me a random name. I don't care. We're going to check each of the classes to see what appearances they get. Oh, my poor inventory. Okay. Alright. It looks like I get the same titles. Interesting. Okay, where's my goodies? I can dance. So these are all like anniversary gift boxes. So let me go get this out of the way. Let me go find my dude. Not my dude. So bearing in mind that, again, I don't normally play this, so I need to find my actual person here. How about you? Traits, corruption, appearance. Here we go. And I don't have anything. So I think I was supposed to get some monster play appearances. Over here, gift box. Over here, let's go down here. Aha! Here they are. You should make the boxes look differently. And again, these are only for the Ultimate Fan Bundle, so let's unlock that. And this is the Blue Isengard Helmeted Reaver Taskmaster Orc appearance. Blue Isengard. Hello? Let me put my stuff on. Let me see. Oh, except I don't have 20 silver. Jeez, oh Pete. I need money. How do I get money? As a monster player. Is there anything else I can sell? Not worth any money. Not worth any money. I wouldn't actually imagine that they would have anything that you could just sell right off the bat. Okay. Well. Is there any way we could... A blue-skinned Isengard Reaver Taskmaster wearing leather strap armor, helmet, shoulder pad, and leg armor. Okay, so I guess we're not going to preview them because apparently... sure, why not? Aww. Training dummies named after On MacMahal.
Get to it, maggot, or I'll send you to the sofa pits.
Well, let's do this quest real quick and see if we can get the 21 silver, and then we'll do our thing. Send me to the sulfur pits. That's impolite. Perfect. Exactly what I need.
You wanna be drilled full of maggot
Hi,
holes?
Orion. Alright, we're gonna do this. Alright, and this is what it looks like. It's a very pale blue. Here's a very pale blue. Alright. Alright. Let's go to the next class and see what they get. This may take a few moments.
I have need of you, my sweet.
Alrighty. Oh, this will be the first one that the Angram Sorceress will have an option for, theoretically. I'm a spooter. Alright, let's find...
Or feel the crack of my whip.
Man, they're not very nice here in the Atmores, are they? Okay, what do we get for this one? An eerie Blightcrawler appearance. I can already tell it looks amazing. Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at that! It's actually very stylish with the red on top and the black on the bottom. Hell yeah. I like it. Okay, so that's what the spooters get. Alright, let's go to the next class. That spooter would be right at home in Agranith. Probably one of the new zones. Alright, Black Arrow. What you got for me? Rashblug. Ooh, I'm not sure I like that name. Fromac? Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, give me quest.
You sluggard. There's work that needs doing.
Alright, let me do some work.
Do you want to be drilled full of maggot holes?
I think you'll... Yeah, you'll do. Emerald skinned Umbari brass elite appearance. Hello? Let's get out of the way of the names. I'm gonna start names off, but it's a lot of fun. Definitely does look Umbari. Looks like one of the dudes who probably fought in the gladiatorial arena. Okay, let's go for the next one. How do you create an Aghanim sorceress? Wouldn't it be down here? So there may not be one for the sorceress, but if there is one...
Get to it, maggot, or I'll send you to the sulfur pits.
Oh man, you're very fond of those sulfur pits, mate.
Move along, or feel the crack of my whip.
Green golden Umbari finned war chanter appearance. Guess the finned is the little thing on the helmet. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Stalker. How can that name be taken? It's a wonderful name. That's why it's taken. All right. Wait, what? Oh, you have to be infamy rank 2 to use this one? A black and striped red maw hyena appearance. Cool. Okay, so it looks like we can't show that one off. Unfortunate. So somebody who has infamy rank 2 will be able to show it off. Alas, that is not me.
Come, whelp. The pack has need of your service.
See, that dude is cool. He's like, you got a duty to us. So we can't show that off. Let's go do the last one. Oh, it's possible the sorceress isn't live yet. It's only been on Bulwark. Possible. Alright, last dude. Pick a name. Clapbloch. Blotbolt. That's rude. Mumlash. No, we're not beating up anybody's mums. Burklup. Amok. I've gone a bit amok today. Don't tell my boss. It's a bit weird that the Warg one is gated behind infamy, but none of the other ones are. Wait, did I grab? I did not grab the quest, did I? Man, look at that effect going on. Here, gimme.
You sluggard. There's work that needs doing.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I can already see in the chat window. It's gonna be the Pale Isengard Taskmaster Defiler appearance. All right, let's go.
You want to be drilled full of maggot holes?
No. Alright, this is our last thing. And then we're gonna call it. Alright, check this out. Check that out! Rawr. That actually looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. Alright, that does it for this adventure. Showing off all the goodies that come with the Kingdoms of Harad, the various tiers. We hope to see you in game. Thanks to Standing Stone for the preview code. And y'all have a good rest of your day, week, evening, whatever. Take care of yourselves. Be good, be good, be good, be good at it. I will talk to you later. Bye now. Thanks for watching. All the good links, by the way, will be down below. Bye. Hey, y'all. I forgot something. You know what also comes with the Ultimate Edition of Kingdoms of Harad? The Milestone skill. Oops. Let's go check it out. Let's see what it looks like. While my character is facing the wrong way. There we go. Got some light. Let's hit the little button. We're going to actually travel right back to this house, but we're going to see what it looks like. Let's go. And let's try a little bit of an angle. There we go. All right. Here we go. Okay, that was kind of cool. Gonna add this to the main video right outside my own porch. And just because that was fun, let's do it again. In a minute. In a minute. In a minute. Oh, less than a minute. Or we can travel to somewhere really, really cool. I'm not sure. I mean, I like it, obviously. I do like it. But now I have to decide which milestone style I like the most. Very, very baffling. Either way, it does look pretty cool and fits. I want to open a bush. Alrighty. So there's that. We're going to add this to the main video. I do apologize for missing it in the main video. And thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.